Good morning, everyone. We're continuing here in NIDCHEI YISRAEL of the YISRAEL, speaking about the importance of davening with a minyan, and he writes like this: V'hine, behold, kol zeh dibarnu l'inyan tefillah b'tziva b'chol yemei ha'chol. Everything that I'm speaking about so far is about davening with a minyan during the days of the week. Ubefrat b'yom sheni chamishi. That's the wrong place. Let's go again. Everything that I'm mentioning so far is when there's an actual minyan in shul. And he holds himself back, separates himself, and he decides to daven by all on his own in his house instead of going to the shul and davening with the minyan. That's a bad move, says the Chavetz Chaim. But especially when everybody decides not to go to shul, and the Beis HaKnesses remains closed the entire week because no one's there to make the minyan, that's certainly a great sin. Like it says in the Gemara, Rabbi said, at the time that Hashem comes to the shul, he doesn't find 10 people. Miyadu koyes, he gets angry immediately. Shenema, like it says, Madu abasi ve'enish karasi ve'enoine. How could it be that I came to shul and no one's calling upon me? It means no one's here for the minyan and no one answers. Shir shiyuch lanu is kedusha. No one answers Amen Yeshmei Rabba. No one answers Baruch Hu. No one answers kedusha. It's terrible, says HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and he gets angry about that. Visa b'Shulchan Aruch, it says in the Shulchan Aruch, Arachaim Siman Nun Vav, Devamokim Shein Minyan Tami v'Beis HaKnesses. If you're in a place where they're constantly not making a minyan in the shul, Kaifin Zeh Zeh B'Knosses, you're allowed to fine people and force them. Shiyova Yitami Minyan l'Beis HaKnesses, Kadesh Lo Yizmatu L'Tami. They have to come every day to the Beis HaKnesses in order that they should not be mevatel, they should not cancel out the tamid, the korban tamid. What does the korban tamid have to do with our generation? So he writes, Ki tfilos neged tamidin. Our prayers, shachris, mincha, are keneged, they correspond to the korban tamid, the daily sacrifice that was brought. V'atam ki kevish yesh minyan be'iram, chalalei mechav is a mitzvah. Once that there's a minyan in the city, then there's a mitzvah obligation to come, and therefore we could force people to come and do that. But take a look how great this obligation is. The Gemara tells us Rabbi Eliezer bought the Beis HaKnesses. Rabbi Eliezer came to the Beis HaKnesses. There wasn't a minyan. And he freed his slave in order to make him into a full-fledged Jew, so that he would be part of the minyan. What's the reason? This is a mitzvah of the rabbim, of the tzibor, of the congregation. That's why he was allowed to free his slave for that purpose. Normally you cannot, but for the sake of helping do a mitzvah, for the rabbim, for the masses, you're allowed to do such a thing. Now this was a not Jewish slave, which normally you cannot free just for no reason. This is a great reason. What great reward a person is going to get if he lives in a place where there's not so many people. He makes it his business to assemble the minyan every single day. We know that even someone who's from the first 10 people in the minyan, if you're from the first 10 who make the minyan, even if 100 other people come to that minyan, you get the reward of everyone that came. All the more so over here. You put in the effort to gather the people to make a minyan from scratch. Anybody who brings merits to the rabbim, to the community, sin will not come to his hands. You'll be spared from sin. So you have great rewards awaiting you if you are the one that's responsible to help ensure that there's going to be a minyan in your shul. All the best.